Welcome to Flourish in Five. My name is Heather Lottinen, and every Friday I share a story, a lesson, or a quick idea with the goal of helping you gain a new perspective. Please share this episode with at least one of your friends or all of your friends if you are so inclined. I recently learned something in one of my therapy sessions that I thought you might find helpful. So I want you to think of an event recently that has triggered you, or maybe not an event. Something happened and you felt triggered. Usually it's your children, but maybe if you don't have children, someone or something happened, and I want you to think of it because I'm going to walk you through how we can look at this with a different perspective. So, something that triggered me recently, okay, let's be honest. This triggers me all the time is door slamming. I hate when people slam doors. I just don't understand it. Just shut the door. Why do you feel the need to slam? Are you so lazy that you have to forcefully shut the door instead of just like close it with your hand? I don't know. Okay, it really bothers me. And I live in a home with 5 other people, and there tends to be a lot of door slamming. Well, most of them are respectful because they know it drives me crazy, with one exception, and that is my father. He slams I did cabinet doors, microwave door, doors outside, doors in, it doesn't matter. Every door is getting shut so forcefully. And I have expressed my concern over this door slamming, but he doesn't pay any attention. Well, anyway, there's one door in particular that's on the opposite side of my office, and it goes to our garage. And for some reason, he thinks that this door really needs to be shut. And I did not ask for this, but my husband is so kind. He installed this like soft door close mechanism where you don't actually even have to shut the door. It will just shut on its own. And I put a sign up. This seemed extreme. Yeah, it is. And the door still gets slammed. And I was talking with my therapist about this, and I was like, I am literally out of my mind about this door stuff. Like, what is wrong with me? Truly, is what I'm thinking. And she said, I want you to describe what you're feeling when it happens. And I said, I feel really agitated, and I feel frustrated and mad, angry. And she said, okay, what is the thinking that preceded that emotion? Like, what did you have to think to feel that way? And at first you might say, well, nothing. That's just what came up. That's the feeling that came up. But the truth is, there was a thought that preceded that. So I paused for a moment and I said, okay, the thought is that he is disrespectful and rude and inconsiderate, because I'm over here trying to run a business. I do a lot of recordings like this. I do a ton of Zoom calls. I teach, and that door slams is just like, it's loud, it's irritating, it's distracting. And so I feel that he's being rude and disrespectful. And she said, okay, could there be another reason? If that thought is leading to you feeling aggravated, frustrated, and mad, could there be another feeling that might serve you better? And of course, I was resistant. But then I said, okay, I could choose to think that he is clueless and is not thinking about me or my business. He's just trying to shut the door. It has nothing to do with me. And then that can take this feeling of anger just down a level. I'm still really irritated, but instead of being like at a level 9, I'm bringing it down to like a level 8 or a level 7. So the event that you're thinking of, or the trigger, could you change your thinking about what it meant? And the answer is yes, you can. We don't control our feelings per se. Our feelings just pop up. But what we can do is acknowledge them. Oh, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling agitated, whatever. What was I thinking that led up to that? And actually, I want you to picture a triangle. And if you can, draw it down. And on the triangle at the very top, I want you to write the word feeling. And on the bottom right, I want you to write the word action. And on the bottom left, the word thought. Because here's what happens: you experience a feeling, and that's when you recognize it. And then you take action based on that feeling. Now, the action I'm talking about isn't necessarily directly related to the feeling or the incident. It just means that your behaviors, your mood, and what you do immediately after a triggering event or even that day is typically a result of a feeling that you had earlier. And a lot of times these do not serve us. So obviously, if we're feeling negative feelings, then we're not taking very productive action in any area of our life. So could we go back to the beginning, which is the thought? Could you dig deeper and look at the underlying assumption you are making, the thought that caused the feeling? So in my case, I'm thinking he's rude and disrespectful when I could think something differently, because you can control your thoughts. You can choose a different thought. I can choose to think he's just really trying to get that door shut. I may never understand why he needs to shut that door that way, but that's what he's trying to do. And again, still frustrated. I'm not trying to eliminate the frustration or even the anger. I'm just trying to bring it down a notch, just a little bit, so that the feelings that lead to my behaviors and my actions serve me a little bit better. Listen, you guys, I certainly have not mastered this, but I have a lot of different situations where I can practice. living with my parents. Another thing I'm working on that, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to get past this, is he drags his feet when he walks. Oh my gosh, my head wants to explode. I can't stand foot draggers. It's like, why are you a Neanderthal? Pick up your feet. Have some purpose in your life. Like you're doing something or you're making something. It just feels like, I don't know what it feels to me. Lazy, or like, oh, I'm just wandering around the earth, gathering food, dragging my feet. Okay, too far. The point is, you can change your thoughts, but you usually don't catch it at the thought level. You catch it at the feeling level. So again, picture that triangle. Feeling at the top. Feeling leads to action, bottom right. But there was a thought that preceded that. So what I want you to work on is, the next time you are triggered, maybe make it something silly, fun, or light. I want you to acknowledge what you're feeling, like with words, adjectives. What are you feeling? Sad, angry, mad, happy, whatever. What are you feeling? And then ask yourself, what is the thought that caused that feeling? And could I challenge that thought? Could I think something different that would maybe cause a different feeling? Again, bringing it down, that would lead to different outcomes. And if you have a funny story related to this, so I don't feel so crazy, could you please tag me on Instagram or Facebook at Flourish Academy? I'll see you in the next episode.